In this video, we're going to talk about how to fix and repair your credit by yourself, step by step. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know step by step how to fix and repair your credit, and also how to raise your credit score fast, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. One of the most valuable lessons that I've learned in life is the power of credit. Starting from my first property at 22, I've gone through market downturns, resets in life, pre-foreclosures, business losses, you name it, I've been through it. And so I know what it's like to have completely damaged credit, ashamed credit, and also no credit at all. And my lessons in those hard times taught me that credit is like clay. It can actually be restructured and rebuilt. So now my credit score is in the mid 700s, and I'm actually building business credit with multiple companies. So credit is all about stewardship, collateral, and leverage. So here's my step-by-step guide on how you can get started on repairing your credit today. Number one, so the first thing we need to do is we need to know where our current credit is. We need to monitor our credit. So in order to do that, I like to use a website called smartcredit.com. And the great thing about this website is that they are a tri-merge website, meaning that you can actually see all 3 bureaus on this site. Now, I've actually included a special link in our description below where you can actually click on there and start the credit monitoring process today for yourself. Number 2, so the second thing you want to do is you want to place a freeze on your consumer file if you're planning on disputing any public records that you find. So entities such as LexisNexis, they actually house a lot of data, and you actually want to contact them by calling 888-497-0011. And you're really just going to basically require or ask them to be able to place a freeze on your account, and you want actually to request a full file disclosure. Now, a quick note, for bankruptcy public records collected after November of 2018, you want to contact a third-party vendor called LCI Consumer Center. Another company that you need to contact that reports information to all 3 credit bureaus is SageStream, and you can actually contact them by calling 888-395-0277 and request a copy of your consumer report. You also actually want to request that they place a freeze on your account. Number 3, so the third step in the process is that you actually want to review your credit report. You actually want to take the time, go through your credit report, and actually see it line by line to review the entire document. You want to start with one bureau at a time, and you want to highlight all the errors and all the negative items that are on your report, because you want to remove all the old data because it can link to derogatory information that can hurt your credit report. Number 2, you want to look for inquiries. You want to look for unauthorized inquiries and inquiries that are not attached to your accounts. Number 3, you want to look for unpaid closed accounts, derogatory student loans, charge-off accounts, and also collections. Number 4, you want to look at public records. So basically, you want to see if the information is reporting to all same bureaus is the same. You also want to check for lawsuits that were not, if you were not involved in them. And you actually also want to look at lawsuits that are still reporting after 7 years. You also want to make sure that you look at bankruptcies, which is a key one, that were filed over 10 years ago. So if you may say, let's say you did a Chapter 13 or Chapter 7, and it was filed over 10 years ago, you want to look for those on that report. You want to dispute. So this is where we start the dispute process, to dispute everything that we found on our credit report that should not be there. So in order to do that, you're going to need letters. Now you can create your own letters to send out, or you can get letters from my website. Just go to my website, AskRinde.com, click on services, and you can start the process of getting those letters. We have over 15 dispute letters, from everything from medical collection letters, debt validation letters, charge-off letters, bankruptcy removal letters, repo letters, method of verification letters, goodwill letters. We have late payment removal letters, special request letters, and many more. Now here are very important keys that you want to remember in this process. Number 1 is you do not want to dispute online. By doing so, you're going to give up your rights to arbitration and agree to a 3-day investigation. Number 2, you want to keep your credit utilization under 30%. Preferably, if you can, keep your credit utilization under 10%. Number 3, change your dispute letters. You don't want to keep sending the same dispute letter over and over. Change it up and make it firmer as you continue to send letters in. Number 4, be prepared for stalling, both from the bureaus and also from the creditors, depending on who you're contacting. You just want to make sure that you continue to be persistent and demanding that you have an investigation done to be able to validate their debt and what their claims are and what they're reporting on your credit. Number 5, so if the creditor fails to validate the debt, they cannot collect on the debt, and they also cannot contact you about the debt. And number 6, to keep a paper trail, make sure you actually use certified mail when you're sending out these letters. You want to make sure that you're actually keeping a paper trail and proof that you've actually engaged them in this process. So we've actually included this and much more in my DIY credit repair guide, which is free in our members area. You can actually get this by simply going to my website, AskRinde.com, clicking on services, and getting started today. So we look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.